Hey guys, welcome to this video where we are going to talk about the pre-sales sequence. Now the pre-sales sequence is the place where you usually send people who downloaded a specific lead magnet. So as I said in the segmentation part, when you want to make a longer promotion, when you want to email multiple times about a product, and you're not sure everyone on your email list is going to be interested, well, if you were emailing everyone, then a lot of people would get kind of pissed off by you emailing them about that product again and again when they are obviously not interested. But some people, for bigger purchases or for increased conversion rate, need to be emailed multiple times. It's not infrequent to email 6 or 7 times to sell a product. And so the way we do that is we actually put a lead magnet first, and we email our email list for the lead magnet maybe 1 or 2 times. And when people actually opt in for the lead magnet, they get into that lead magnet delivery sequence that we have covered in another lesson. And so they get the tag added by Strive Leads, then they get the email sent with the lead magnet, then the sequence waits for 1 day and enters the pre-sales sequence. And the pre-sales sequence is basically what is going to sell the product that is related to that lead magnet. And that is the sequence we are going to talk about right now. Now, before we actually jump into that sequence, I want to say something. There is not one way of selling products. And I am giving you one version here that is definitely going to make sales for you. But if you keep using this sequence again and again and just copy pasting without adapting, without adding value to it, without actually adding stuff that people would want to read in the sequence, your audience is going to get tired of these emails and your sales are going to slowly plummet, and people are going to stop opening your emails and people are going to stop buying. So if you really want to get the most out of it, you can import this sequence. But if you just import it and just fill the blanks without trying to add more to these emails, you will do okay for a little bit, and then slowly your results will decrease. So I beg you, please don't just copy and paste these emails. Please find a way to add more value to these, and there is opportunities in the templates to do that. Please don't also use the exact same sequence every time. You don't need all of the emails every time. Sometimes you need only 2 or 3 emails in that sequence and you can delete the rest. So don't be afraid of just clicking that little cross here and deleting parts of this sequence, because otherwise it's going to feel like every time you sell, you do exactly the same thing. And that's the last thing you want to do, because in marketing, there's something called banner blindness or ad blindness, but it's also email blindness. You send the same emails all the time, people are going to start ignoring them. And that's the last thing you want for your marketing. So I have warned you, this works, but you will need to involve yourself in the process if you want to make it work in the long term and if you want to make consistent sales. Without further ado, let's just talk about the sequence. And actually the sequence is really nothing crazy here in terms of technical. As you can see, it's just basically a normal autoresponder. All that happens is basically people get added to the sequence at the end of your lead magnet delivery, 1 day after they got the lead magnet. Then when they enter, they get the no broadcast tag, so they don't get our webinars or lead magnet promos or promo emails, that kind of stuff. So they can actually focus on that promotion. They don't get promoted anything else, and that's really what we want. Then we're going to start sending them emails, and basically we're going to email them every day until the end of the sequence. And there's one email that I usually email 2 weeks later, but I actually re-add people to my broadcast before that. That is kind of like a reopening of the offer for 2 weeks. So let's just, for 48 hours, sorry. So let's just go through the templates and talk about them, right? So once you enter here, what is the first email? The first email is essentially the same one that I use for the one-off promo to my broadcast list when I promote a product, where I essentially present the product to them. I don't necessarily, put a lot of scarcity in front of it or anything. I just tell them about it and why I support this product and why I think they should buy it. So let's go through the template one more time. And let's just imagine that I want to sell dog insurance. Let's just imagine that in that context, in that whole sequence, I'm going to sell dog insurance. I'm going to pick a product, I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to basically talk the blanks that like I would fill them in my email, or at least close to that. And so, for example, in the subject line, I would say how I protected my dog from danger. Or like in that case, I might make it a curiosity headline. So how I got my sleep back, and basically something I was worried about, and people would check it out. I would imagine that I have a dog site as well. So let's just do that. So, hey there, have you ever thought about what would happen if something happened to your favorite pet? I have, and well, it sucks. Excuse my language. For years, I have been worried about what would happen to Fluffy, my dog, if he escaped and a car would hit him. The medical charges would be incredibly high, and my family would be torn apart between the financial risk of saving him or the fact of letting him go because it makes no financial sense. And that's a choice I don't want to have to make in my life. So you can see that I said for years, and then I explained why I struggle with the issue, because I don't want to choose between saving my dog and saving my money essentially. And so that's why I'm gonna bring insurance. Then, just as I was super worried about it, so instead of giving up on, because it's not exactly something you give up on, you're always worried. Just as I was still thinking about it, I discovered, and the name of that insurance is ASCPA Pet Health Insurance, right? Through a friend of mine who has had dogs for years. When I first came through it, here's what the sales page promised. And I would literally go through the sales page and just explain what it does for the pet owner. So don't get caught off guard. Whatever USP there is to that product, I would just find it and actually add it here. I will be honest, I flat out didn't believe it first. After struggling with that potential dilemma for so long, could it be that easy? So I tried it out, and here's how it went. And then basically here, I would probably describe the subscription process and basically what the salesperson told me as I was signing up for my dog. So maybe if they have a live chat maybe, or a free quote or something, I would definitely go through that process and kind of go through my situation and see what the salespeople would say, so that I would be able to relate to that in my story and see what they promised, etc., and see what I would get in case that potential story happened. So I would finish that, and then, so from one for another, if you are worried for your pet like I am and want the same protection I have gotten through this pet insurance, I highly recommend you give ASPA Health Insurance a try. It really helped me gain my sleep back, and I think it could help you as well. Here is the link where you can learn more about it, and I will put the link to my sales page. If you end up getting it, send me an email with how the process went rather than the results, because in insurance there's no results. It's just, if you get a result out of the insurance, you're in trouble already. I really want to make sure that my readers get a good experience out of my recommendation, sincerely, and then I would sign. And that's how I would sell this pet insurance, using this template essentially. It's very easy. You can introduce the product very, very easily with this email. It's no pressure. It's letting people know and relating to the issue it solves, which is being worried for your pet and not having to make that crazy, difficult decision of, should I save my money or should I save my pet? And that's how I would, introduce that insurance. Then the second email that we get is a real life demonstration. And in that case, I did behind the scene of the product. In that case, I wouldn't say behind the scene, I would say live sign up process for, and then ASPA Pet Health Insurance, right? And the principle of that email is that you are going to be showing people in a video how to get the product or what it does. In that case, how to get it. And if it's a product like a physical product, or if it's an ebook or a course or something like that, you literally just open the product live, like an unboxing video, and show people what's gonna happen when they actually pay, right? So I would say, hey there, yesterday I talked to you about ASPA Pet Insurance, the best solution out there when it comes to protecting your pet from danger. A lot of you guys already got your hands on it, and I have received emails from very excited customers all day today. But for those of you who are still hesitating, I have decided to do my very own unboxing video. On the video below, I am going to show you exactly how ASPA Pet Insurance works in real life and how you can sign up for your pet. And then all I would do is I would add a thumbnail image here and a little bit of a text link as well, because some people will actually not display images in their email, so you definitely want to make sure that there is a text link as well. So you put a thumbnail with a play button, and then you put a link that sends to a landing page you're going to be creating. And this landing page, I actually used it when I sold Authority Hacker Pro, and some of you guys might actually be here as a result of that. The landing page is very simple. It doesn't take much work. It's basically walk through the Authority Hacker Pro membership. It could be walk through the ASCPA Pet Insurance sign-up process, and then I literally just made an autoplay video, and you can see it just plays, right? And people would just see what happens when you log in the product, when you buy it, and what will happen in real life when they go through the process. So it's both a how to actually get that product, And it's also a reassurance that, after they pay, something is going to happen. So you should definitely go through that process. For a lot of products, there is a refund policy, so you don't even have to, spend your own money for that. Just buy it and get the refund after. And basically just put a call to action below. And in that case, that was when we launched. So it was 38.80. And there's just a call to action to actually buy it and do what's in the video. And people could actually buy the product. So that page is actually quite good. You can do it for most products, including ebooks. Literally just go and check out and show people that you download the ebook, show them through the ebook, and maybe walk through a few of the categories and show why it's so great and what you've explained to that. It's gonna make your review and your recommendation much more real, and a lot of people will buy as a result of this one. So that's basically the real life demo email that I sent just after introducing the product. So it's like, hey, we all have this problem and here's how I solved it. And the next email is, well, here's how exactly get that product and solve that problem. Then the next email is the testimonials. So the principle is, well, I have been recommending that product myself for the past 2 emails right now, and I've shown you how to get it, but maybe you just don't trust me as much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get, what other people in our situation say about the product, and I'm going to show it to you so you can actually decide if it's for you or not. And that's just a series of testimonials in the next email. So hey there, for the past few days I have been talking about Aspa Pet Insurance and how it can help you protect your pet in case of danger. Aspa Pet Insurance was a huge game changer for me, but I'm just one person. Today I have been collecting the feedback of 3 people, 4 people, 5 people that also use Aspa Pet Insurance. If you're still on the fence, I suggest you check out what they said about it. And here you would just literally just paste and format your testimonials. And I'm pretty sure you could literally just dig around their site and find a bunch of testimonials. I'm not sure we can find it here, but I'm pretty sure you can find them everywhere. Reviews, I guess, that would be here. Yeah, you can see I found testimonials here. So I could use these in my email copy if I was selling this insurance, right? So I would put this, and then I'd be like, if like my friends here, you are serious about protecting your pet, I suggest you get Aspa Pet Insurance here. And then I would link to the sales page on its own line, bolded, etc. Plus, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee, or the price is going up in 2 weeks. Whatever there is that kind of like, gives a guarantee to people that they are not going to get scammed. They either can get their money back, or they get a reduced price for a certain amount of time and so on. Add one more argument here, and then sincerely, and your name. That's it. Very simple. Then another one that I like to do is a guilt email. The next email is quite an interesting one. It's a little bit tricky, but we are telling you things like they are in Authority Hacker Pro. So we are actually gonna guilt our prospect on acting. And if they don't act, they'll feel a little bit bad, right? And actually that's kind of a canned story that you can use for pretty much anything. And the subject line is what if? And the story goes like this. This is what I say when I secretly regret something. When I feel like I should probably have gone a different route with my life back then. And that would have made me feel better about my life today. What if I studied abroad during my studies as I always wanted to? What if I had tried a bit harder on my last project? What if I didn't waste so much time with this person? Well, today I have one mission, and one mission only. Prevent you from having another what if moment in your life and save you from the remorse, regret, or guilt. See, during the last few days, we have been talking about Aspa Pet Insurance and how it can help you with protecting your pets in case of danger. And I know firsthand that making sure that your best friends are safe can be extremely important for the life of your family. You can see I'm editing this a bit. Can be extremely important for the life of a family. And that can be the difference between having to make a decision on saving your pet versus paying for the college of your kids and knowing that your pet will be safe whatever happens to them. I would really guilt them, and it's like, well, you're gonna have to choose between your pets or your kids. Terrible decision. People really want to avoid that decision. And then on the other side, I'd be like, well, if you actually take that product, you won't have to choose. Your pet will be safe, and your kids will go to college, right? I also know that the offer I have been talking about will certainly not be around forever. So here I add a little bit of scarcity, but without necessarily putting a specific date on it. If you have a specific date, definitely add it here. And the best time to take pet safety in charge and handle it once and for all is today. So save yourself another what if moment and get Aspa Pet Insurance today before it's too late. And here I would add my link, sincerely, and put your name. PS, do you want to see exactly what is included in Aspa Pet Insurance? Check this unboxing video I put together to know exactly how to get your own insurance plan. And I would link back to my walkthrough video. That's why I like it. I can link to it several times. People are hesitating or people missed it out before, they can actually get back to it. So that one really gives people, basically, you're gonna have to choose between college or saving your pet, or you have to buy this insurance, basically. So it's a little bit of a guilt one. It definitely works. It might piss some people off. Just be okay with it. It's happening when you sell to people. Then the next one is the FAQ email. Very simple, basically answering common questions that people might have if they have been checking out the offer but didn't take action yet. So the subject line is all your questions answered. And it's like, hey there, for the last few days I have been talking about Aspa Pet Insurance, and here I link to the offer. The single most important thing that helped me make sure that my pets will always be safe and get the care that they need in case of danger. As a result, I have had a lot of you guys reply to me with questions regarding Aspa Pet Insurance. Because I thought some of you may have the same questions before making the jump, I compiled the best ones and did my best to answer them. So here they are. And basically you just put a question and an answer. And if they have an FAQ on their site, you can use that as well. So I would literally look for an FAQ on the site. There is none, but I would probably be able to find it if I search a little bit more. So if you can't find an FAQ, just ask yourself questions and try to answer it, or read the sales argument and put a FAQ together. And at the end, I would say, as you can see in my replies, I am very enthusiastic about Aspa Pet Insurance. So if you're serious about protecting your pets for good, get Aspa Pet Insurance here. Link to the sales page. I will talk to you soon, and then signature. Very simple, but it still adds value. Every single email has a little bit of a different angle and adds value. This email is the bonus added email, and that email is only going to be used if you have a bonus to offer with the offer. So either the person that actually provides the offer, can offer a bonus for your subscribers, or you are going to have to create a bonus yourself and provide it to people. But it is a great way to make more sales, so it's definitely worth it. And a bonus can be as simple as like a single video training or an ebook, or something that's complementary to the offer. So subject line is time limited, get a free bonus. And the beauty of controlling the bonuses is that you can actually make it time limited and add scarcity on offers that are not otherwise time limited, and that gets a lot of people to buy. Actually, get free and then the bonus. Get a free video training, get a free how-to tutorial on how to do that, etc. Hey there, have you received my emails about Aspa Pet Insurance and how it helped me make my pets safer? Well, the deal just got a lot sweeter. For a limited time only, if you get Aspa Pet Insurance and send me your receipt, you'll also be getting the following bonuses. And obviously, put whatever you're offering. You could have only one bonus, you could have two bonuses, three bonuses. And if you only have one bonus, just describe it. Don't use bullet points. Together, these bonuses are worth, and then just put a value on the bonuses. Obviously, you should push it up a little bit. Like a training video could be $97, an ebook could be $29. That's kind of the range you're looking at. So if you're offering 3 ebooks or like 3 training videos, could be like $199 value. But today you can get demo for nothing. All you have to do is sign up for Aspa Pet Insurance before, and then put a date where you actually will stop offering these bonuses. And then you link to the offer here and you say, click here to get your copy, or to subscribe to Aspa Pet Insurance and claim your free bonuses. Once you purchase Aspa Pet Insurance, simply reply to this email with the receipt and I will be sending you your free bonuses. Sincerely, your name. So it's a great way to actually add scarcity on an evergreen offer. So I recommend you try this out if you actually want to sell evergreen offers. The next email is going to be the last chance email, and you can skip to this one if you don't have a bonus. The bonus thing is for those who are willing to go the extra mile to make more sales. So the subject line is last chance, and then the benefit in that case, make sure that your pets are safe. Hey there, for the last few days I have been emailing you about Aspa Pet Insurance, my number one solution when it comes to protecting my pets and make sure that they get the care they need. Sadly, this offer is going away on date. That's if this is a time limited offer. Otherwise, I would be like, sadly, this is the last time I will be telling you about it. So you have one last chance to get Aspa Pet Insurance today. As a quick reminder, here is what is included inside, and then put the USPs back that you put in the first email for those who have missed it. In case you missed it, here's my behind the scene unboxing video. Obviously, if you haven't made a video, don't put that, just take it off. And then I will just put my landing page again, my walkthrough landing page again here so that people can go and check it out before they buy if they have missed the other emails. It's now time to make a decision or be left out. Basically, you heat it up a bit. You tell them, well, this is the last time we're going to talk about it. So you've got to make a decision right now. Even though if you are doing an evergreen promo, there's not necessarily time pressure. A lot of people will, feel that peer pressure, essentially. Click on the link below to get Ask Pet Insurance. And then I will just put a link and then say sincerely and sign. And that's basically it for that sequence guy. So as you can see, you could use all these emails in sequence, and if you have bonuses, if you have a walkthrough video, it works. You don't have to use all of these things though. And sometimes those 3 or 4 emails sales sequence is enough. It really depends on how much money you're asking for the stuff and the value it brings and how people want it, etc. So I recommend that you take all these emails and you basically craft your sequence in there. Now, on top of that, there is one more email that I add, and you see in the sequence here that actually this one is a little bit different because every other email I send one after the other with a 1-day interval. But the last one actually add people back to my broadcast so they might get promoted other things. And then I wait 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I am going to send that "Are you still" email. That's basically just relaunching them because maybe at the time at which they signed up, they were just not ready to buy. They had to think about it. They had to sort stuff out, or just they were not, they didn't have time to actually check their email and they missed out the offer. So this one is going to have 2 different versions, whether you had a special offer or you were just promoting an evergreen offer without special price, without discount, without bonus or anything. And the version without special offer is very, very simple. It's just, are you still struggling with, protecting your dog, for example, if that's still the same product? Did you insure your dog yet? If not, you should really check Ask Pet Insurance. And then I will just put my link again, sincerely, my signature. That's it. It's really so simple. It's really not crazy, but because you don't really have any leverage to, push the sale, there's not much else you can do in the "Are you still?" You will still make some sales, but it's not going to be as good as if you had a special offer. Really, 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 you should be pushing for having some special offers. Now let's look at the model with special offer, which is a little bit more advanced and will probably get you a lot more sales. So let's check it out. A little while ago, we talked about the problems I had with insuring my dog and how I was worried about what could happen to him and how I solved it using Ask Pet Insurance. I even made you a sweet offer to get Ask Pet Insurance for the lowest price. That's if you offer the discount and with bonuses, but that offer is now gone. And obviously, if you only offered bonuses, you just talk about the bonuses. If you only offer a discount, you only talk about the discount. If you offered both, well, talk about both. If you wanted to get Ask Pet Insurance now, you would have to pay and then put the full price that they would have to pay after discount. That's once again if you offer the discount, and you would get none of the amazing bonuses we offered back then. Once again, you could say if you wanted to get Ask Pet Insurance now, you would get none of the amazing bonuses we offered back then. Well, not exactly. Due to peer pressure and incessant demand from our readers, the offer is back for 48 hours exceptionally, no more, no less. For the next 48 hours, you can get Ask Pet Insurance with these special bonuses or for as low as this. And then I will put the list of my bonuses if I actually offer a special bonus. This is probably the last time this offer will ever be available. So if you have had any remorse because you missed the deadline last time, don't miss this one out. And I would put a big call to action to my offer. See you inside, signature, PS, this offer is valid until and then date of the close. So if you are serious about protecting your dog, get it now because it will never be this cheap again, or you will never be able to get these bonuses again. And another link to the offer. So, if you don't have a specific offer, if you don't have bonuses, just send this simple one 2 weeks later. It still makes some sales. It's not as good, but it makes some sales. And otherwise, if you had bonuses or special price or both, then use this model and you will make quite a few sales. Now, what you need to do is basically, since you are going to have people reply to you to get the bonuses, then you are going to want to check when they reply. You will actually be able to check when your email was sent, and you can check that it's within the 48 hours that they have replied. And even though it's an evergreen sequence, you can actually kind of make this 48-hour thing. It still works as long as you can check the message before when they reply. So it's the way I do it. It's not perfect, but it kind of works. Obviously, if people are a little bit over, we still give it to them. And if there's a discount with a special link or special coupon, well, it should be triggered for these times. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So that's basically how you trigger the special bonuses and quote unquote reopen it for 48 hours. and otherwise just use this "Are you still?" Now, one last thing I wanted to show you, even though it's not in this template, is the value emails I've been talking about. So if you remember the beginning of the video, I said, well, these email sequences are great, but you're gonna have to personalize them and add value to them. So these are the pure sales emails, but I highly recommend that you put in between, you put some emails that actually teach stuff and give value. And these ones cannot be templated. I cannot template teaching stuff to people because it's gonna be different, or giving value. It's gonna be depending on your niche. But what I can do is I can open one of those that we use on Authority Hacker and show you how it's set up and inspire you to do that kind of stuff. So that's one of the value emails that I put inside my sales sequence, and you will see that the call to action is a lot less important. It focuses on kind of rebalancing my ratio of promotion to giving value, and at the same time there's still a call to action at the end that makes me money, but it's less important than it would be in a pure sales email like the templates we've seen just now. So let's just go through this one. I'm just going to explain. And this email is basically talking about list building an email list on Authority Hacker, and that's what I use to sell our tripwire about list building opt-in pop-up mastery, right? So hey there, yesterday we talked about the power of lead magnets and how to come up with lead magnets idea that works. But this email got quite long and I didn't exactly have time to go over the two other tactics I wanted to share with you. Let's fix things now. Offer relevancy. This one is huge. Spoiler alert, implementing this will 3x your opt-in rate over time. So you can see I'm actually literally giving free content that will help people inside my emails, and it's my sales sequence, guys. So you can do that, and you should definitely write these things in between. No kidding. All right, I mean, the lead magnet idea was not the most earth-shattering idea, and the email before I basically explained that if you have a lead magnet rather than sign up for my newsletter, you will get more emails. Heck, I didn't even invent it, I wish. But I had to put this in there because I still see so many people just offering join the newsletter. This stuff simply doesn't work. You need to give an incentive to people to join your email list, and I guess they get the point by now. So here's what most people that know about lead magnets do. They create one lead magnet, then slam it all over their website. No matter what content you're reading, you get offered the same lead magnet across the whole site. So if I'm reading an article about Facebook PPC on site X, very often I'm going to get hit with an offer offering to download their SEO cheat sheet. Well, I came for Facebook PPCs. Thanks, but no thanks. Sounds familiar? Well, here's how to go ahead. If you want to build your email list faster, you need to match the lead magnet offer as closely to the content as possible. And you can see literally here, I'm just teaching stuff. It's literally like writing a blog post. So you shouldn't be afraid to put that inside. If you educate your prospects, they are gonna buy more as well. So don't be afraid to put these pure value emails in there. Let's just go through the whole thing. That's how you get into a double-digit opt-in rates, by doing this a lot. Now, I understand this sounds like a lot of work, and I won't lie, it is. So let's keep things simple at first, right? Most of the time, your site will have categories. If you go in post categories inside WordPress, you can see how many posts you have in each. Here's what it looks like. And then I just put literally a screenshot of our site. This is a screenshot from one of our sites, House Ambition. I think we both agree that someone coming in for hair care article should not be presented with a better sleep offer. But if I offer them a generic get healthy lead magnet, they're not going to be very likely to sign up. So how do I solve that problem? Simple. You need to run many lead magnets across your site. Not one, not two, many. I know creating one lead magnet seems like a lot of work, and I just hammered 10 times the workload on your shoulder. Basically, I keep going, I keep teaching, and basically at the end, I just say, well, you just produce one lead magnet per category, and you're gonna get a lot more emails. That's how you're gonna get more emails. Tomorrow, I'm gonna teach you another trick. But I put one call to action in my PS. This actually generates, I don't know, like $300 or $400 a month from the people that sign up to this email list, just this one little link. A lot of people email me back asking how to technically implement category level lead magnet offer. I tried all the lead gen plugin on WordPress. This is by far my recommendation goes with Thrive. Check it out. That's it. That's my call to action. That's how I make sales. So what I want you guys to do is to take, these pre-sales emails that I have here. They're really good and they do sell, but you want to mix it up with emails like this one that also teach, right? So maybe you could say the 5 tips to make sure that your dog is safe when you travel. So when people are interested in insurance, they will also be interested in making their dog is safe. So I would probably include some of this in between. And then maybe in a PS, I'd be like, well, make sure you also have an insurance in case something bad happens. You never know. And I would link to my offer. So mix it up. And if you mix both of these and build your own sequence based on the pre-sale sequence that we prepared for you guys, you are going to do quite well with email marketing. So I am excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been quite long, so I'll let you go and I'll see you guys in the next video.